What is up, everybody? It is time for Back to the Future trivia. As you know, if you're my friends, you know that it's one of my favorite movies. And this is Back to the Future trivia time. There's so much trivia that I can do, but obviously, this is 10-minute trivia. We're going to go ahead and do this. I'm so excited about that. If you guys want to go ahead and go to silvertunes.com/trivia, you can print out the sheet so you can write down those questions, or just go ahead and think about it and then remember them as we go through it. I realize a lot of people are coming on and off of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you guys the question and I'm going to give the answer pretty much right away for that. Also, a huge shout out to my buddy Siv, and then also Corin, and as DJ Deanie and my brothers, just everybody that knows that I love Back to the Future. Actually, I met Siv. This one's for you, buddy, because Siv and I actually, as you know, I'm a DJ, and I met Siv at a bridal show. He happened to look down and see my Back to the Future watch, and it was a match made in heaven, man. I ended up doing his wedding, so him and Karthika, so that was awesome. Anyway, it is now time to play. Go ahead and start getting your Back to the Future thinking cap on. There's going to be so much more of these, but right now I figured, hey, let's go ahead and do this. So here we go. Here is your first question of Back to the Future trivia. Which song is playing as Marty enters the Cafe 80s in part 2? Which song is playing as Marty enters Cafe 80s in part 2? So he walks in, he's looking like I'm looking. I got my hat and I made a little nostalgia here. Got my jacket going on. Which song is playing as Marty enters Cafe 80s in part 2? Go ahead and jot that down if you think you know it. Did you get it? It is Michael Jackson's Beat It. All right, awesome. Hey, do you guys know? I could probably ask you this next trivia crown, but what was the game playing? What was the game that he played also in there as well? Just as a bonus, really quickly, that was Wild Gunman. Okay, here is your next question. What street is a block past Maple in 1985? I know there's a lot of Back to the Future fans out there. I know there's a lot of those Facebook pages as well. So there's a lot of huge fans out there. You guys are probably saying, come on, dude, this is like totally easy. But so I'll try and make them harder. But right now, just seeing how this goes. What street is a block past Maple in 1985? Did you get it? You got it written down? John F. Kennedy Drive. When Marty's sitting at the table and he basically says, east end of town, block past Maple. Marty says, isn't that JFK? And Sam says, who the hell's JFK? Which he wasn't president back then, but he should have known that he was a politician. So shame on Sam. All right, here's your next one. What song did Marty and his band play for the dance auditions? What song did Marty and his band play for the dance auditions? And as a side bonus, who was one of the judges? Who was one of the judges? Do you guys know where that was filmed? Actually, that was filmed in Burbank at I think it was McCambridge Rec Center. So they filmed all over the place in LA. It was pretty cool. I have yet to go to all the places. I know some of the guys have. All right, what song did Marty and his band play for the dance audition? It was The Power of Love. And then Huey Lewis was one of the judges. You're just too damn loud. Next question. Here we go. At the beginning of Back to the Future Part 1, how many minutes slow is Doc's clock? At the beginning of Back to the Future, when Marty's on the guitar and the amp explodes and everything, and it rings, and all the alarms start going off, picks up the phone. How many minutes slow is Doc's clock? See if you guys can get that one. All right, you guys got it? You got it written down? You think you know what it is? It is 25 minutes behind. It's like Marty says, Doc, are you telling me that it's 8:25? Precisely. Damn, I'm late for school. Bam! And there it is. Hops on his board. All right, here we go. The next question. What does Doc call his dog in 1955? What does Doc call his dog in 1955? Remember, it wasn't the same one because then that dog would be pretty damn old, right? That would be a 30-year-old dog, if not more. Okay, you guys got that one. Once again, this is 10-minute trivia. I try to get this in and out in 10 minutes so you guys can go about your business, but I'm going to be doing these every day. I got all kinds of trivia, sports trivia, movie trivia, game shows. So check it out. Once again, silvertunes.com/trivia. You can print out those questions. What does Doc call his dog in 1955? It is Copernicus. And bonus question, what was his dog in the future in 1985? Was Einstein. First dog to ever travel back in time. Here is the next one. What brand is the hoverboard? What brand? What brand is the hoverboard? Woohoo! Man, I wish she's worked. I remember I was in line one time at a store and this woman, she had asked one of the clerks, hey, can you tell me where the hoverboard is? And I'm like, oh, I like lit up and I ran back just to discover that it was one of those ones that you just jump on, you know, with the 2 wheels on it. I was totally bummed. I thought, man, they actually came up with it, but no, that's what they call that thing. Shame, shame, shame. Kids, don't play with those at home. Very dangerous. You could get hurt. What was the brand of the hoverboard? It is Mattel was the brand of the hoverboard. Your next question, and I give that to you free because I accidentally printed that out like that. So that was light beer. I come all the way to your house and all you have for me is light beer. All right. So you guys just went into the future and saw the answer for that one. How cool is that? Here's your next one. What is the name of the dance George and Lorraine attend in 1955? What is the name of the dance that George and Lorraine attend in 1985? Which was filmed at the Hollywood United Methodist Church. Have not been to that one either. What is the name of the dance George and Lorraine attend in 1955? And can you also guess the date of the dance? What was the date of the dance as well? So a 2-part question. It was the Enchantment Under the Sea dance, and it was on November 12th, 1955 was the day of the dance. All right, here's your next Back to the Future trivia question. What is the date Marty travels to in part 1? I know all you big fans out there, you're saying, seriously, dude? But you know what? There's a lot of people that may not know that because there's so many different dates, right? So he gets in the DeLorean and Doc pulls it up, and it was a day I think he invented time travel, right? He was hanging a clock over his sink or toilet, and bam, time travel, flux capacitor. It was the date that he travels is November 5th, 1955. All right, here's your next question. What book does Marty buy in 2015? What book does Marty buy in 2015 that Biff stole his idea? All right, man, gosh, talk about making bank, Biff. Holy cow. All right, what book does Marty buy in 2015? It is the Gray Sports Almanac, 1950 to 2000. All right. Let's see here. What book did he buy? Was the Gray Sports Almanac. Your next question on Back to the Future Trivia is, what was the name of Biff's business at the end of part 1? If you remember, he was outside and also the matchbook as well when things changed. Or actually, that was part 2 was a matchbook. My apologies. Part 2 was a matchbook. But part 1, having Marty altered the future, what did Biff end up doing as a career? Biff's Auto Detailing is the right one for that. Here's your next question. What was the name of George McFly's novel? What was the name of George McFly's novel at the end? You know, if you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything. And Marty said that to his dad back in 1955, and that's exactly what his dad said to Marty in 1985. If you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything. It was A Match Made in Space. How many of you guys got that one? Your next question, what time, this was your final one actually, what time was the clock tower struck by lightning? What time did it stop? What time did the clock tower stop? Save the clock tower. Save the clock tower. All right, you guys get that one? It is 10:04 p.m. is when the clock tower stops. So I want to thank you guys. This was Back to the Future Trivia. Remember, we got a whole bunch more coming up, but be sure to check it out. I'm also on Instagram. Silvertunes ENT is my Instagram, but be sure to check it out. It's be coming up. I'm going to be playing these every day on Facebook. Take care, everyone. See you next time.